Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making the Pollinator Flatbread from the Honey Beestro Booth. It is a flatbread with honey whipped mascarpone, honey caramelized onions, blueberry gastrique, prosciutto, honey goat cheese, and arugula tossed in a honey vinaigrette. A Winnie the Pooh favorite for sure. I know this sounds like a lot of little steps, but oh my goodness, it is worth it. Plus, you can make it all ahead. You can cut out some things, buy the dough. That's what I love about cooking, getting inspiration from something and making it your own. Also, my husband loved it so much that he already requested it for his birthday 10 months from now. So let's start off with the flatbread dough. If you're not interested in making this, you can skip ahead and buy pizza dough from the store or a ready-made flatbread. So I have a half a cup of warm milk and a quarter cup of warm water at about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am mixing in 1 packet of active dry yeast. And a half a teaspoon of sugar, and we're just going to mix that and set it aside for about 5 minutes until the yeast starts to bloom. So I have the dough hook on my stand mixer, and I'm adding in 2 1/4 cups of flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, and adding in the wet ingredients to that. And then we're just going to mix it on medium-high speed until the dough comes together and forms a ball. Then we're going to lightly oil a bowl, place our dough in there, cover the bowl with saran wrap and a clean tea towel, and let that rise for about 2 hours. It should double in size. For the honey caramelized onions, I just have 1 sweet onion and I am cutting it into thin half-moon slivers. And then in a pan over medium-low heat, I have 3 tablespoons of butter melted, and I am just adding in 3 tablespoons of honey to that. And then we are going to mix that all together, add in our onions, and a sprinkle of salt. And then I'm just going to keep breaking up the onions and mixing it together until they're all coated, and you want these to cook really slow so they don't burn. So this is what they look like about 5 to 7 minutes later, and that's exactly what we're looking for, is that nice golden color. So now once those are done, we can put them in a bowl and place them in the fridge for up to 3 days. You can absolutely make these ahead of time. Okay, so this blueberry gastrique I would put on everything. It is so good. I have 1 cup of blueberries in a saucepan, and I'm adding in a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of balsamic vinegar, and we're just going to cook that down over medium heat until it boils and thickens up. Should take about 5 minutes or so. And once again, you can put this in a bowl, let it cool, and put it in the fridge for up to a week, and it will last beautifully. This honey vinaigrette is one that I keep in our refrigerator at all times. It's great on salads and it keeps really, really well. So I have 2 tablespoons of honey in this mason jar, and I'm adding a half a cup of red wine vinegar, 1/3 a cup of oil, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and salt and pepper, about a 1/4 teaspoon of each. And then we're just going to shake it up, and again, store it in the fridge until we're ready to use it. This whipped honey mascarpone is super simple. It is just 8 ounces of the mascarpone cheese, 2 teaspoons of honey, and salt and pepper. And I just use my hand mixer and whip that together. Now my dough has doubled in size, so I am breaking it in half, and I am going to stretch them both out very, very thin. And then I'm taking a fork and I'm going to poke holes all in the dough so that it prevents it from puffing up too much. I have my oven preheated at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are going to par bake the dough for 5 minutes. The flatbreads won't be crispy or golden yet at all, but we just want to give them a head start because these toppings don't need a lot of time in the oven. So once they are par baked, we are going to spread the honey mascarpone on the bottom. Then add our caramelized onions. I have a 1/4 pound of prosciutto that I'm just ripping up and putting on top. And then adding our blueberry gastrique. Then we're going to pop them back in the oven for another 5 to 6 minutes. So while that's cooking, I have 2 cups of baby arugula that I'm going to toss with some of our honey vinaigrette. And when we are ready to serve, we are going to top our pizzas with the arugula, 4 ounces of honey goat cheese, and you can even add a little bit more of that blueberry gastrique on top if you'd like. And there we have it, our Pollinator Flatbread. I really do hope you guys will give this recipe a try. It blew my mind how incredible all these flavors were together. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, as it does really help my channel, and I hope you'll subscribe and come back to see some more fun Disney recipes. We'll see you next time. Bye!